Let's go.
Where are you?
We shall make life great.
Never mind. We won't get anything out of this one.
It's too late. There's no point calling for help now. Even if reinforcements from Pyramida do arrive from the north, they'll only end up as fodder for the Wild Hunt, just like us.
The north it is, then. Had reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction. How about this? We'll go in together, but I'll handle the communication. After all, I am not only a lightkeeper myself, but also very accustomed to dealing with ghosts.
Don't come near us. Don't try to save us.
Help is on the way.
The Wild Hunt is coming in too fast. There's no time. Let us stay here and take them down with us. This place will be enough of a graveyard by the time the night is through. Don't send more people to their deaths.
So you don't need rescuing?
No, we do. Please, save us. We can't hold on much longer. Everyone else is gone, and we are lost. What more can we do? Please, someone, anyone save us.
Ignite the blue lantern. It will guide you far from the Wild Hunt.
The blue lantern cannot bring back souls from the dead. Even if you light him up, it will be too late. He can help you destroy what remains of the Wild Hunt.
Don't rescue us. Don't come any closer. No, wait. Help us, please. Someone, anyone.
What's this supposed to mean? Do they want help, or don't they?
Those poor souls. On the one hand, they hoped that someone would send out a distress signal and save their lives. On the other, they did not wish, and so they sought the help of the Blue Lantern spoken of in local legend. And that ought to have been their last hope in a time of desperate need. But to my great regret, they will recall the unfathomable suffering they experienced in their final moments.
We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland.
We have sworn an oath, and so we must fight to... We cannot wait for them to come. We are the last ones. Pick up your weapon.
We are the Light Keepers, who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow.
Wait! Fritz! It seems like these ghosts...
Again, they are but the replaying memories of once living people. It is not the ghosts who have rallied, but the Light Keepers. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex, and yet, the sorrow and reluctance in the face of death, the longing for a life of peace and stability, the surprising valor that wells up in the hour of despair. If it were up to you, traveler, would you wish to do something for them? Is that so? Personally, I do feel inclined to do something for them. To help these shadows of the heroes. In time, the memories and yearning of these ghosts will fade and slowly return to the ley lines. But that, my dear Ratniki, I am Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. Once upon a time, it was I who retrieved your fallen bodies from the battlefield. Now, let me once more lay you to rest, for you are worthy of my respect and earnest esteem. Look upon my flame and wander no longer. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace. 6 feet under may you slumber in your erstwhile homeland, and in sweet dreams return to the ley line's embrace. Some of their memories and thoughts have been dispersed. The rest will later return to their usual state. To me, they are both warriors whose memories should be honored, and my gentle, friendly neighbor. Unfortunately, I did not know most of their names. But at the very least, I know now that the gentleman who moved fuel and loved to tell the tale of the Blue Lantern was named Imo. And the comrade he always called out to was named Itu. Many of the ghosts on this island may have been affected by the lighthouse. And I'm not sure, but if you're in the mood to keep exploring, would you come with me? It would be my...
Accelerating. Turn that frown upside down.
Shh. A little lighter on your feet, if you wouldn't mind. The fish here are used to the quiet, which makes them very sensitive indeed, so as well as treading gently. I once tried fishing while 2 ghosts nearby were chatting incessantly. Didn't get a single bite all day. Since then, I have resolved to greet any nearby ghosts and ask them to kindly take their conversation elsewhere before I begin. I very much wish to see fish on the dinner table tonight. I shall not go home empty-handed.
Cleanup sequence in it. Yoo-hoo! With one heart, we pray. Yeah, 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 yeah. Insulation chamber deployed.
Strike a pose!
Branches a song. Take heart. You toil not in vain.
Shower me with praise! What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
New material discovered. Records updated. New material discovered. Records updated. defensive mode. Cast your worries to the wind! Time to shine! Annihilation mode. Cleanup sequence initiated. For the everlasting forest. The show begins! Sweet dreams! Warning, core temperature rising. Defensive mode engaged. New material discovered. Records updated. Accelerating. Receive my blessing. Cleanup sequence initiated. Bad dreams be gone! Time to relax. Turn that frown upside down. Lush as the moonlight. mode engaged.
Shower me with praise!
Sweet dreams! Might be a lost cause. Cast your worries to the wind. Cleanup sequence initiated. Yoo-hoo! Insulation chamber deployed.
Praying?
I am indeed. For the moment I was born, my people exclaimed, "Behold, eyes like the moonlit tide, antlers like the crescent moon, and blood that glimmers silver as the moon's reflection. From as far back as I can remember, I was revered as the Frost Moon's emissary and the Moontide Maiden. The first words I ever learned were prayers to the Frost Moon. The first gestures, those of our sacred rites.
Wow, that must have been tough.
Back then, I didn't know any better. It all just seems the Frost Moon Scion's bloodline has long since begun to run thin. Nowadays, even those of us with antlers are few and far between, let alone those attuned to the power of Kuvaki. But I...
Whoa!
They say it's an extraordinarily rare condition. Once in a century, if that. I am unusually sensitive to the moonlight, as well as to the Kuvaki's ebb and flow. As a child, I could barely sleep because of it.
Oh no!
To others, fluctuations in Kuvaki are something you easily get used to, like a gentle tide lapping away at the shore. But to me, that same tide is a towering tsunami, a surging swell crashing against me. Of course, as the years went by, I learned how to suppress my senses and my power, enough to keep it all from overwhelming me. But because of that, I also had to walk the path. From the moment I was first taught to pray, my kin would point up to the night sky telling me, "That, Lauma, is the Frost Moon, the last of the moons, the sole but I would ask them in response. Later, I came to understand that they simply could not tell where the real tide was coming from. They couldn't sense it. The true moon, beyond the sky's veil. The moon is false. I reached that conclusion long ago, but there was no one I could tell. Not a single soul. At least, not until now. Am I the one who's wrong? Is it the moon that is false, or my own senses? I asked myself. Thank you. When you called yourself a descender, I had a feeling you might be able to confirm what I had always suspected. And now that you have, it's exactly as I imagined. I feel relieved.
Oh, Paimon kinda gets why you couldn't tell anyone now. It's not easy to change people's minds on something they've believed for hundreds.
That's what I meant by concealment. I knew too much, so I had no choice but to keep my people in the dark. Every prayer I offer feels like a lie to keep myself... You've already met our Kutar, haven't you?
Huh? When was that? And more importantly, when were are you planning on telling Paimon? Ah, no wonder.
What did you think of her?
What exactly do you mean by up in the cloud?
I understand what you mean. She is quite indifferent to the world outside herself. Yes. It was shortly after the fall of the ancient moon's remnants. I asked her what the Frost Moon Scions meant to her, and why she left in the first place.
Yeah? So,
Perhaps it's better if you ask her yourselves. Things tend to get lost in What I can say for certain is this. Even when I had no one to confide in, I still had a family. I still had the Frost Moon Scion. But that girl, born beneath the moonlight, perhaps she's never felt she had either. The truth is, though, she might have had it all. If only the Frost Moon Scions hadn't let her down. The Frost Moon Scions now walk a path of error. They offer their prayers to a false moon, and to a goddess who can no longer answer them. I want to change all that, but with the Fatui closing in on us day by day, the Frost Moon Scions must stand united, now more than ever. I just need to wait for the right moment.
Lady Lauma! Lady Lauma!
Cappy? Traveler, Paimon. We'll have to continue.
we'll come too.
Why? Did I do something?
Cappy, I need you to wait outside.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Just don't be alarmed by what you're about to see. And please, shh, please. Help me keep this
She looks much better now.
a medicine prescribed by a local doctor. For ordinary people, my blood. So, now you know another of my little secrets. I had hoped to guide the Scions out of error before Karina's illness reached this stage, but clearly, I was too late. My life is as hidden from sight as the far side of the moon. Yet people only look to the bright side for guidance. If the day ever came when the two sides were reversed, could they truly accept it? Hearing you say that,
Mm-hmm. And if there's anything we can do to help the
our priority right now is reclaiming our relic from the Fatui. But I now understand that the day I will tell everyone the truth is no longer.
There we go, another task done.
Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax.
Yeah.
Another 3 reports finished. Time. Do they make you write reports in the Adventurers Guild too? How very fortunate. I have never been able to get used to the endless cycle of report after report. I dare say we had no such custom in the Nod Crime. Of course, I understand why they are important, but this process of the mere thought of the outstanding report... No, I mustn't. These things are a little longer here and... Do they make you write reports in the event? Alas, I have never been able to get used to the... Of course, I understand why they are important. The mere... A little longer here.
Yep.
Yes, I'm sure you have very many friends indeed. But that's not the issue. Even if you summoned every ibis, and even if you managed it, the lunar semblance within... Dig it out. You could, but... You really can summon every and you, on the other hand, think this plan is a joke, even if the ibis gets its entire family involved?
Wow! Things are really kicking off over here. Looks like we've got a weasel thief and a heated argument with a bird.
We're plotting and scheming, to be precise. I'm told we have to get all our ducks, but my co-conspirators disagree quite strongly on the best approach. And they're not exactly being diplomatic about it. Choice words have been spoken. All right, I believe you. I'm sure you do have friends in high places. Although, where did you learn to From a short girl with a metal arm and a hat. Oh, of course you can keep talking like that so long as you enjoy it. But be sensible around her. I'm going to have a little chat with the Traveler and Paimon now.
Huh, it really did quiet down. Being able to understand animal speak is so...
Trust me, Paimon, you would not enjoy it very much at all. Don't misunderstand. Nothing terrible would happen, although, that being said, I do sometimes find it quite overwhelming. I was overjoyed when I first discovered that I could understand animal speech, but I quickly realized that this ability is always active.
Oh. Yeah, that would be a problem. And if you can't control it, that means...
Exactly. People say that listening to the bird song deep in the woods, but no matter where I go, I can never... When I stand in the forest, I hear the chatter of the wildcats, the rabbits, the rhyme-horned they argue loudly about who's to blame for damaging whose roost, or which part of the woods the best twigs come from.
Alright. Guess talking to animals isn't all it's cracked up to be. Waking up to the sound of birds chirping is pretty nice, but replace that chirping with bickering, and suddenly it doesn't seem so appealing.
As for me, I've lived with it so long that I'm used to it now. In fact, it would probably be quite an adjustment if I woke up one day and couldn't hear the finches discussing which cup in which house. Yes, plotting and scheming. Thank you for reminding me. I got a little sidetracked. Although, now that the Traveler's here, we might just have the solution to our problem. No, just you will suffice. This job involves breaking into a storage room by undoing the seal created with the moon mirror by a previous moon chanter. But for someone of your talents, I'm sure it will be a simple... Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be fine. Here we are. What you see now is the moon mirror, within which the lunar semblance is sealed.
Oh, must be a pretty precious statue if they went to all this effort to steal it away. Will there be some traps inside? You know, the kind that sent arrows flying out if you step in the wrong place?
Do not worry. This little one did some scouting for me ahead of time. The seal does not contain any such fatal traps.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. And yeah, that sounds like a job for a weasel thief.
That's true. Each time I ask it...
Huh, what a thieving little weasel! Oh wait, that tracks. But considering that it's how about... Can't catch Paimon! Paimon can fly!
Come on, be nice to our guests. To retrieve the lunar semblance, we need to activate... If you head over there and take the mechanism on that side, I'll take this side. That won't be a problem. It will keep me updated on where you are and which mechanism is in front of you. If you head over there... Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now.
Wow! What a hit! He probably couldn't even get past the mirror.
In terms of Mora? Not it's crudely fashioned, and the kind of stone, but to the moon chanter of that era, and if nothing else, I now have concrete proof of its existence. That's enough to confirm the to me. That makes... Thank you for your help. And our little... mechanism operating skills.
What is it saying, Lauma?
It says that the Traveler is the best treasure hunter it's ever seen. It wishes it could join him on a quest to unlock all the From now on, I'll call on you if I have...
Okay. Bye.
Don't worry, it won't come knocking on your window every day with a Mora coin in its jaws trying to drag you off. And it certainly won't be visiting your room in the dead of night, moaning about locks it can...
Uh-oh. We better make sure to lock all our doors and windows before we go to sleep.
Relax. That weasel's only a child. It means... All right, let's head... Oh, and we still need to figure out how to get this statue back to our library. It seems like I'll need a little help from my... Just here.
Oh. That all went down without much fanfare.
Well, it's just a plain old statue. The real value lies in the stories behind it. My job is to dig those stories up, wherever they might be hiding. Verify them.
Cool. Well, it's a good thing we got it back here in one piece.
Indeed. And you two have my thanks for that. Please, take these fruits and quench your thirst. And after that, forgive me, but I have another... I apologize if this is presumptuous of me, but I've seen how well connected you are. And I've heard on your future travels, if you ever come across any texts about the Frost Moon Scions, could I borrow them? You have my sincere gratitude on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, boy.
These animals have lived their whole lives in this forest. This one says to eat as much as you wish, because it's the top fruit finder.
Awesome! Thanks so much! Hey, Wilma! We're here to visit. Yeah, boxes piled up everywhere, some of them opened up, loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh, isn't this supposed to be a... Look! Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief!
Be that as it may, we don't have any urgent excavation work for you at the moment, so please, Stop digging holes all over the place, all right? That's a good child. Here.
That's the weasel teeth from last time, right? What was Llama saying?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. Is there No. I was just giving the little one a bit of a stir. Its passion for treasure hunting has only grown since I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to occupy our... Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic. So it has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again. But there's already a big backlog of items from previous digs. There's no way around. Sorry, you two. I'm afraid... Now then. What?
Where in the world did I put that book?
Gemstones reflect the light differently in different... A gem by candlelight flickers like flame, while a jewel beneath the moon seems like a tear-filled eye. There are 1,000 forms to beauty, and gems are cut 1,000 ways. Such is the complexity of things both elegant and timeless.